Hello everybody and welcome back to another Northern Ohio Railfanning Productions video. Now something I haven't really covered here well on the channel, despite, Northern Ohio being in the name, is Lake County's famous Lake Effect Snowstorms. And as you can see here, I'm out in a snowstorm. It's the couple days after Thanksgiving, and I really hope you guys like what content is coming at you in today's video, because we got plenty of train action and plenty of snow for you guys today. Friday, November 29th, brought the promise of snow. A lot of snow. I made the drive north into Paynesville that afternoon to surprisingly find the roads relatively clear. A lake effect snowstorm from the night before had left around 10 inches of snow on the ground, and even more was expected later in the day. Unfortunately for me, rail traffic was pretty light, and after 2.5 hours of waiting, I finally heard the CSX train I-158 call a clear signal at milepost 154, a short distance to my west. CSX I-158 is intermodal traffic from North Baltimore, Ohio to South Kearney, New Jersey. I-158 doesn't usually carry Amazon containers, but if you noticed at the front of this train, there was some. With today being Black Friday, and it just being the holiday season in general, more trains are beginning to carry intermodal stuff from Amazon to help get shipments moved on time. These intermodal trains are very crucial to the shipment of products across the nation, as these shipping containers can carry anything from flat-screen TVs to your baby's diapers. Just about anything you can see nowadays in stores was more than likely carried on an intermodal train. A little while longer, and westbound CSX train I-017 enters the picture, with its usual pair of General Electric locomotives on point. The snow was starting to get thicker and heavier, so I started making my way back home after it passed. Two days later, on December 1st, we got even more snowfall across Lake County. After getting out of work that afternoon, I very slowly made my way up to Mentor. I met up with some fellow rail fans to get some snowy shots of CSX 3194, the spirit of our law enforcement, leading I-017. Not long after we got there, a headlight emerged through the very heavy snow. This would be CSX westbound manifest train M363. In specific locations, westbound rail traffic today was operating at restricted speeds due to the amount of snow hitting the area. Here in Menor, at QDS 160, was one of these locations, as shown here as M363 slowly creeps through Menor. It wasn't too long after the tail end of M363 had cleared that IO-17 slowly rolled through behind it. Note 3194's horn, a usually beautiful Leslie RS-5T that had unfortunately been all clogged and packed in with snow from the storms further east. The following morning, Monday, December 2nd, I made my way out towards Painesville in hopes of finding Norfolk Southern's daily local train, C64, traversing the old FP&E trackage through Lake County. Just east of the Hardy Road crossing in Painesville, we can see a group of maintenance employees in a high rail truck working on clearing off all of the switches on this line and making sure everything was in working order for C64 later in the day. It had been a cold couple of days, and some of the switches froze in a specific position, as well as getting covered with even more snow. I knew that if I waited around Perry, C64 would eventually make an appearance, as this is where the branch to Fairport diverges off of the main line. So that's where we went. The first actual train of the morning was CSX M561, running westbound with 5480 leading, an ES40DC freshly painted into the railroad's YN3C paint job. Lots of neat rolling stock was on this train, so keep an eye out for some neat cars.
Look at how deep the snow is. That's really funny.
Our next train would be an eastbound, I believe to be M364, though I'm not sure because I didn't hear anything on the radio. After another hour had passed, CSX I-168 caught us off guard as we were relocating locations. The other Class 1 railroad here in Lake County that I haven't really paid much attention to in this video is Norfolk Southern. Here in Perry, the CSX and Norfolk Southern tracks run almost parallel to each other, making this a great train watching hotspot. Just down the street from where we saw I-168 is where Norfolk Southern's Fairport branch, once previously owned by the Fairport, Painesville, and Eastern Railway, branches off the Lake Erie district. Seen here at the west end of the Perry siding is a unique device that can drastically help the flow of operations in the winter. Notice the area of snow and ice surrounding this switch. That was all melted off by the use of a switch heater. These switch heaters use heated air to warm the area between moving components, or can direct a flame that generates uniform heat over the entire length of a switch. The heaters operate on a propane tank, which provides a cost-efficient and low-maintenance way to keep things moving in the winter. The final train of this outing would come only another 20 minutes after the passing of I-168. The local train that we were looking for earlier, Norfolk Southern C64, has finally entered the area after a long wait. After getting permission from Norfolk Southern's D&H dispatcher, C64 would roll off the main line here at Perry and onto the branch line to Fairport. Notice how the snow is still covering the rails on the siding and branch line.
We're all set off on the FP&E. We're all clear. You guys are free to roam about there. We got your switches best we could do there with what we had to work with. What are you doing, Midwest and Harding today? Or, yeah, I think we got all your switches that you're going to need there, so you should be in good shape for today. Set on the main here and finish our patrol east from Perry there. You got any traffic on the main there? Okay, Roger. I'll send you one in Perry then.
I wanted to chase C64 a little bit longer, but made the decision to make my way back towards home instead due to more snow falling on the ground. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell as to not miss any future uploads. This is Anthony, with Northern Ohio Railfanning Productions, signing off.